For one of your projects for the AP test, you will be conducting some research on a computing innovation. You'll be creating a custom computational artifact, which is going to be an infographic, and then writing a short report over that computing innovation. So all of our infographic requirements for this class are going to be that you create the infographic and then you write a short report about that topic that I have asked you to work on so that we practice getting ready for our AP projects. I've already talked about the infographic itself, so in this video I want to talk about the report. So I'm going to scroll down and go to part B of my directions for all infographics. So the report is going to be a word processing document, and please refer to the numbers below for the answers for the document. The question should be with the question number. Then answer the question underneath it in full sentences. So that means in your report itself, you're actually going to include the question, although we don't count the word count of the question in our word counts. Answer the questions underneath in full sentences. Word counts are restricted to approximately 100 to 250 words for each section. Please do not go over that. Be sure to be direct and to the point, but completely answer the question, making sure you're using technical writing. You can find the total word count by highlighting your words on a Word document. The count will be at the bottom of the screen. Answer each of the questions below on this document, below the question, by skipping one line, changing the print color to a medium blue, not light blue because I won't be able to read it, and writing complete answers. Then skip a line and repeat to the next question. Do not add fluff words in your writing to increase the number of words. Use technical writing, which is details only. Always use the question stem words in your answers. The total word count for number 1 and number 2 is approximately 100 words maximum in each section. Less than 70 words total is not providing enough detail for these items. Going over 100 words is not leaving you enough word count for the other sections. Please note your word count at the beginning of each answer on a separate line. So section number 1, what is the purpose or function as explained by your images in the infographic? Remember that the infographic may have captions, but it doesn't have any words. Here is where you explain what your infographic and images stand for. Direct the viewer to the point. If the infographic deals with cloud or digital items, an app, software, etc., you must explain the function, show the flow in the images of the data. Explain the infographic. You must use the word purpose or function in your explanation. This equates to 2A on the College Board document. Section number 2, what software did you use to create the infographic? And how did you use the software? Give details of how you created the infographic. So if you are creating your infographic using Piktochart, you're going to say, I used Piktochart to create my infographic, and this is what I did. Okay? This equates to 2B on the College Board document. Total words for number 3, 4, and 5 is 250 words maximum combined. Less than 175 words is not providing enough details for these items. Please note your word count at the beginning of each answer on a separate line and answer under each number. So section 3. Explain at least one beneficial effect, which could be effect, impact, or result of this topic. The word beneficial must be used in the identifying sentence. So, a beneficial impact of my topic is, that would be a great way to start. You will need more than one sentence. This equates to 2C on the College Board document. Number 4, explain at least one harmful effect, it could be an impact or result, of this topic on society, culture, or economic concern. The word harmful must be used in the identifying sentence. So a harmful impact on society of my topic is. Okay, so you want to use the word harmful. You also want to make sure you're using the word society, culture, or economic in that identifying sentence. Hacking is not a harm of the item. Hacking is an outside influence on the innovation. You want a harm of the computing innovation itself, and this equates to 2C on the College Board document. So don't use the word hacking anywhere in your report. College Board doesn't like it. Don't give them any reason to give you a 0. Number 5, explain how either the beneficial effect, the harmful effect, or both have affected culture, society, or the economy. This equates again to 2C on the College Board document. You want to be very specific and say, this is how the benefit, etc., etc. Total words for number 6 and number 7 is 250 words combined. Less than 175 words is not providing enough detail for these items. Please note your word count at the beginning of each answer on a separate line. Answer under each number. 6. Explain how the data of the topic is produced, consumed, and/or transformed. You must identify and name the data exactly, and you must use the word data. Information is another word for data, but use the word data in the answer the first time. Remember, data is not just digital typing input, but it could be an image, text, email, pulse, temperature, speed, distance, etc. This equates to 2D on the College Board document. Number 7, name a data privacy, data storage, or data security concern of the computing innovation and explain it. No is not an answer, and not stating one of the data 2-word sets, data privacy, data storage, or data concern, in the first sentence here will earn you nothing. No one will guess your intent. Again, we're not going to use the word hacking. Hacking is an outside influence. Hacking is not a data security concern, unfortunately, of your innovation. This equates to 2D on the College Board document. The total word count is not needed for the rest of these questions. Number 8, the sources of where the images were found need to be listed using MLA format and any reference material source used for the information. At least 3 that are not image URLs must also be included. So when you're thinking about sources, you're going to have all your image sources, and then you need to have at least 3 additional sources that you have used in the report part of this project. 2 of these sources must be after the end of the previous school year. This does not include your image sources, so these need to be the citations that are used in the supporting documentation of the report. You must also include the date you accessed the information. Note, websites can change. Blogs are not appropriate citations, nor is Wikipedia. You want to make sure you're using quality sites. This section will be labeled references, and it equates to 2E on the College Board document. You must also make sure that you're using 2 parenthetical or inline citations, like we've practiced already in one of our question for thoughts. The inline citations are supporting what you're saying. You are not the expert. No matter what your topic is, you are not the expert. And that's what your citations do. They support what you're saying. So again, you must have 2 inline citations coming from 2 different sources. Number 9. The number of each infographic image with the complete direct URL of each image on the infographic. Not from Google.com. Google.com is a search engine. It's not a location or a source. But when you go to Google Images, if you click on the image itself, it will take you to the web page that the image resides on. That's who holds the copyright information, and that is going to be your source. You can also use EasyBib to cite your sources. It will cite it in MLA format for you. Don't forget to get the access site the access date, because most of you are probably going to be using online sources. You don't have to. There's great magazines like Fast Company and Wired that are good resources, but if you use online sources, make sure you've got the access date. All right, so again, the number must be in the bottom right corner or by the image for identification on the infographic. If you do not include the citations, either the paper citations or the image citations, College Board will flag you for plagiarism and give you a score of 0 on your entire AP test, no matter what you did on the multiple choice portion or on the other project. So this is very, very important. I will still give you a grade for classwork, but I'm not going to give you full credit if you're not giving me the citations. So this section, section 9, must be labeled images, and this equates to 2E on the College Board document. If you have any questions regarding the infographic or the report that is required for all infographics, please let me know, and I will be happy to go over this information with you again.